Hey guys, what's going on? James here, and in this video today, we're going to be taking a look at an article from Gennaro Felice. I believe that's how you say his name, and he wrote an article recently on the NFL's top 10 offenses in 2025. It is important to note that in 2024, at least in terms of points per game, the Bucs were number 4, only behind the Detroit Lions, the Buffalo Bills, and the Baltimore Ravens. Of course, we know how good the Bucs offense was last year, and a lot of people have speculated that there may be room for them to be even better than what they were last year. Of course, you added Emeka Egbuka, Bucky Irving's going into year number 2, Mike Evans, Chris Godwin are going to be fully healthy yet again. The offensive line stayed the exact same. Josh Grizzard is in at offensive coordinator after Liam Cohen went to Jacksonville. So where does Mr. Gennaro Felice think that the Bucs offense will be in 2025 in the NFL's top 10 offenses? Well, let's take a look at it. Firstly, at number 10, you have the Kansas City Chiefs. Not necessarily surprising whenever you have a guy like Patrick Mahomes. At the number 9 slot, the Cincinnati Bengals. At number 8, the Green Bay Packers. Number 7, Philadelphia Eagles. Very interesting. The Super Bowl champions are ranked number 7. Still no Bucs yet. Still no Bucs. Number 6 is the Denver Broncos. Number 5 is the Detroit Lions. Number 4 is the Washington Commanders. Number 3 is the Baltimore Ravens. Number 2 is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Now, there is a bit of an article that we're going to be talking about in a separate video today, talking about Baker Mayfield. But look, whenever we look at this blurb, at this snippet of why the Bucs are ranked number 2 offense going into 2025 ahead of offenses like the Baltimore Ravens, like the Washington Commanders, like the Detroit Lions, right? All three incredibly good offenses, all in their own right, okay? But look, you have an absolute Hall of Fame caliber player at Tristan Wirfs. You have really a number 1 wide receiver talent in Chris Godwin. You have another Hall of Famer in Mike Evans. You have first round pick Emeka Egbuka in there. You have Bucky Irving, who was a 4th round pick, but to be honest, he's got enough skill to where you could say this guy is a 1st or 2nd round talent type of guy. You've got Rachaad White as the backup running back. He's a starting caliber running back. Sean Tucker, a lot of people feel like, is potentially a starting caliber running back, or at minimum a number 2 running back as well. It talks about Josh Grizzard and how, hey, him being internally promoted should be really good for the offense as a whole. It is kind of crazy that Baker Mayfield is on his 5th offensive coordinator in as many seasons. That's pretty darn crazy in my opinion. But of course, again, just let's talk about this offense, okay? Quarterback Baker Mayfield, back-to-back 4,000-yard seasons. He's been, phenomenal, right, since coming to Tampa Bay. Hall of Fame wide receiver Mike Evans. Number 1 wide receiver talent Chris Godwin. Maybe number 1, number 2 wide receiver caliber talent in Emeka Egbuka as a rookie, by the way. Jalen McMillan, he could probably be a number 2 wide receiver on a lot of different teams. Then you have got guys like Sterling Shepard, solid veteran wide receiver. Tez Johnson, crazy spark plug type of wide receiver. In the running back room, Bucky Irving, as I said, is it crazy to say he might be a top half running back in the league this upcoming season? I don't know. Rachaad White can probably be a starting running back on a few different teams around the league. Sean Tucker could probably be a number 2 running back on some teams around the league. Again, Wirfs, Hall of Famer. Ben Bredesen, fine caliber starting left guard. You've got Graham Barton at center, former 1st round pick. Right guard, Cody Mock, solid starting right guard. Luke Gedeke at right tackle. Very top half right tackle in the league, in my opinion. K. Dotton, a solid caliber starting tight end. It makes sense to say that this is going to be potentially a top 2 offense in the NFL. Whenever you just look at it on paper, this team has an embarrassment of riches in terms of offensive talent, right? So whenever I do see it at number 2, it's not surprising to me. The only team that is above the Bucs on this list is the Buffalo Bills. And they've got a lot of really great talent as well. Of course, Josh Allen being the reigning MVP is going to be a factor into that. James Cook, Khalil Shakir, Keon Coleman, Dalton Kincaid. They have a very good group as well. Could you make an argument that the Bucs at least in terms of talent, are going to be number one or could be number one. It's possible. It's possible, right? In my opinion, the biggest question mark to this offense is new offensive coordinator Josh Grizzard. Okay, and I will be talking about him later on in the summer, just about maybe what to expect from him, or maybe some potential worry. But look, it is good that there is continuity from this coaching staff. None of the positional coaches went and left and joined Liam Cohen. If they did, it was maybe one or two guys. A lot of the same staff is still here. I think that's huge, right? We don't know what to expect from Grizzard as a offensive coordinator yet. That is definitely just going to have to be a wait and see type of situation. But if it does go well, and let's say Grizzard is just as good as Liam Cohen from last year, or even as good as, let's say, Dave Canales from a couple years ago, yeah, the offense shouldn't skip a beat. It should still be a very, very, very good offense. And again, it's not crazy to say, yeah, could be a top 2 offense in this league. But what do you guys think about this? Let me know your thoughts and opinions about it down in the comments section below. I'd love to hear it. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Hope you all enjoyed. And as always, guys, I'll see you all in the next video or the next live stream. But until then, and as always, guys, goodbye for now, and go Bucs.